How's it going, bros? My name is Birdtross, and welcome back to TC6, a lovely sunset here in the Thaumcraft Valley. We are atop the wizard tower here that has recently been liberated from whatever that guy was. the Flux Rift I have since discovered, so I've replaced all the blocks that are here, and I have basically just done all the blocks. There was a block down here as well that we needed to put back. And I have been keeping a watchful eye just to double check that I didn't miss any of those little taint spreader magoo bars. And yeah, we've been in the world here a good couple hours and I have not seen any spreading anymore. So I am very, very confident here that we actually got all the taint here in that initial sweep from the last half episode. Good to see a lot of positive feedback, a lot of engagement from the audience about that episode. So thank you guys very much for that. We are going to read about the Flux Rift here. So that I've kind of read this already, but I'll go ahead and read it again for the YouTubes. Awesome. As I suspected, these tears are holes in reality itself. The chaotic energies that flow from them is extremely dangerous, and I should find a way to close these rifts as soon as possible. My observations of the rift itself have revealed some interesting things, however. The rifts actually seem to feed on flux. The more flux there is in the environment, the larger they grow. They also grow more unstable over time, and eventually this instability causes a burst of pure chaotic energy. This energy can take many forms and is seldom a good thing. Fortunately, they regain some stability when this happens. The severity of the chaos burst depends on the size of the rift. Even though I can't close them yet, maybe I can find some way of keeping them stable. Alrighty then, so yeah, the Flux Rift obviously... Ooh, got dark out here. The Flux Rift was caused because we were generating too much flux in this particular chunk. Not in this particular taint, what? In this particular chunk. So, it's there was actually an interesting YouTube comment talking about, you know, Thaumcraft kind of sets you up for failure here, because fairly early on in the mod you get yourself the Arcane Levitator that we have down at the bottom of our shaft there, which kind of... Oh my god, the lag spike. Okay, the lag spike gone. Yeah, so we had the Arcane Levitator down the bottom there. So yeah, Thaumcraft kind of encourages you to build a tall structure such as a wizard tower, and also just, you know, history and memes and, you know, wizards. They live in wizard towers, right? And they apparently bounce on beds too. Yeah, so like you consolidate your structure into a very small amount of space, chunk-wise, right? So, and then so when Flux Rifts open, you kind of get screwed, which is it's kind of interesting. So, kind of the meta way to set up your base is to spread it out, and thankfully, we do have a fairly large base here to spread things out in, and eventually, obviously, we'll be moving all of our alchemy shenanigans over there. It should be mentioned as well that obviously that smeltery is just the base smeltery. There are better smelteries later on, at least I hope so. At least in some of these add-ons. Now, let's get to today's episode. We've got the Boots of the Traveller over here. Those are fully charged and ready to go. And we also have a full durability, here it is, Pickaxe of the Core, standing by, hanging out over here. Before I use these guys, I want to go ahead and enchant them, obviously, but instead of just doing vanilla enchanting, it turns out Arcane Infusion is our friend again. We have an Infusion Enchantment tab down here on the bottom left, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this, and we'll be able to use this to put enchantments in our tools, hopefully. The elemental tools have proven quite useful, but the method I use to enchant them is inflexible. I must discover a way to apply many of the same abilities to nearly any tool or weapon. Not just thaumium tools, indeed. A good place to start would be to study a normal enchantment and see how I can apply some of those primitive principles to the infusion process. Alright, so for this, we're going to need a whopping 2 Arcane Infusion theories, oh my gosh, that's actually quite a bit here. And we are just barely starting the progress on one here. Okay, well, I've shown the research in the last couple episodes here, so if I'll just go ahead and get these theories underway here. I can go ahead and probably just cut most of that out of the episode here, but if anything interesting happens, I'll bring you guys back in. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an unreasonable amount of time since the last clip, about a half hour or so here, just to get these two theories constantly running back and forth, and in particular using a lot of the smeltery to get a bunch of new materials here, like new files of Essentia and all those sorts of things. Oh boy. Anyways, let's head back to the Infusion tab here. I actually have 3 Arcane Infusion theories. I'm in a little bit overboard and got a little bit of everything. Slowly inching towards that Eldritch theory at some point. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and complete this. Nice. Boom! Infusion Enchantment. I have cracked the problem and should now be able to add Infusion Enchantments to most tools or weapons. Some enchantments can be applied multiple times to the same item, but each rank has an increased Essentia cost when crafted. Each different infusion enchantment on the item also increases the cost by 33%. That is a lot, actually. And has an increased chance of giving it the warping property. Oh no. Certain infusion enchantments can only be applied to specific tools or weapons. This will be listed under each individual entry that follows. Tools with infusion enchantments can still be enchanted with the normal enchanting table, and vice versa. Like with the elemental tools, sneaking while using an infusion enchanted tool will suppress its abilities. Okay, well, looks like there's another page here though. Oh, here we go. Collector. Oh, this is just a description of all the different enchantments that Thaumcraft adds. Really cool. Collector. Whenever this tool harvests an item, it will automatically float towards you. So you can put this on a pickaxe, shovel, weapon, axe. Oh yeah, that's super, really cool actually. Burrowing. When you try to harvest a tree or ore, the furthest block will be harvested instead of the one you're trying to break. Super, super, super nice. Oh, that's so great. Okay, so you can kind of just make like a... Instead of having an axe of the stream, you could have a pickaxe of the stream. That actually makes sense, because axe, pickaxe. Anyways, so that's burrowing, alright. We got refining, here we go. Whenever you harvest ore, there's a chance of gaining a native cluster instead. Increasing the rank of the enchant will improve the chance here. So this is one of the main ones that I wanted here. I actually have a lot of iron ore saved up. And I've been saving it specifically for this refining enchantment. Instead of, you know, making them the alchemy way, you do technically profit from doing it, but you have to use iron to kind of make slightly more iron. But this way we can basically just double our ores in Thaumcraft now, which is really, really nice. Sounding here too. You can sneak right-click on a block with this tool to send out a sounding pulse. This pulse will reveal any ores hidden nearby. Using this ability will cause some damage to the tool. Now, from what I remember, having actually a lower sounding is probably better, because if you have sounding 4, the range is so large that it's actually hard to tell where the ores are, assuming that this is the same as like the TC4, TC5 variation of sounding. The TC2 version was actually really good. That was my favorite. But alright, anything else in here? Oh my god. Destructive. When you harvest a block, the 8 blocks surrounding it. Okay, so basically the shovel thingy, destructive, alright. And then you've got arcing. When you strike an enemy with a weapon enchanted with this, an arc of biting wind will hit an additional target nearby for half your weapon's damage. Additional ranks will increase the number of additional targets in the range. Okay, so it looks like what this is doing, okay, is... Now what you can do is take the special properties of the super thaumium tools, the pickaxe of the core, axe of the stream, etc., and just apply it to any tool you want. Okay, that's actually not what I was going for, but let's see here. Essence Harvester, when you kill a creature with a weapon enchanted with this, it has a chance of dropping some of its essence in crystal form. Increasing the rank of this enchantment increases the chance of crystals dropping and may also increase the number dropped. Okay, I remember like having this in one of my weapons and my chests were just overflowing with with crystals there. So maybe want to put that on, maybe not, we'll see. That feels like it's a bit OP if you do something like that. I kind of like the idea of actually breaking stuff down for its crystals. But alright, let's read this last one here. Lamplighter. When you break a block, this enchantment will place an invisible and intangible light source at the location if the light level is below 10. Wow. Wow! That's a really good one too. You basically don't need to take torches with you when you mine. Huh. That's pretty dope. What are all these recipes over here? Oh, this just shows you... Yeah, I think this just shows you the recipe here. So, Arcane Infusion Burrowing. You need a random enchanted book, I guess. Rabbit's Foot. I don't have a rabbit's foot. I don't have any rabbits at all, to be honest. Need a lead. Looks like we need some cooler stuff here to get that. So you get collector from that one. Destructive, TNT. Okay, oh, wow. Lots of Essentia required for that one. This one we need Silice Mundus. That's pretty easy. That's refining. Yeah, so refining, pretty straightforward. Just need a lot of Essentia though. 33% more per level that you want to put on. So it's down to us to do the maths on that, I guess. You need an empty map. Okay. Wooden sword for that. Block of redstone for arcing. That's pretty easy. Essence harvester, crystal, of course, of any type by the looks of it. And Nitor for Lamplighter. So this is actually not what I was imagining here. Runic Shielding, no, that's... This is completely the opposite of what I was thinking of putting on my pickaxe of the Kuya. I thought I was just going to get just regular old enchanting here. So, well, let's see. So, we can... how do I do this? I want to go... Let's say we want to have Unbreaking, okay? So Unbreaking 3. I can look up the recipe, yes. So there's a recipe for it here. This is what I was thinking of. So I can make it by having enchanted books as a researchable thing. That's not in here, is it? That might be an add-on thing. Enchanted... Oh yeah, here we go. Fishing rods, tools... Okay, it looks like... So whatever this is, Thaumic Enchanting... this is probably what we want to go down here, isn't it? Enchanted... You will start with enchanted books here, I guess. Oh boy. While enchanting tables are useful in their own right, the process is seemingly random, and it's become quite the chore to enchant masses of items just to find one particular enchantment. I know, right? There must be a more efficient way to do this. The types of enchantments normally available tend to change depending on the tool inserted, but the enchanting table lacks any way to incorporate further materials. Perhaps infusion is the key? Perhaps so. I do happen to have a spare arcane infusion theory. I knew that would come in handy. We have an observation there too, so I just need to give this Thaumonomicon a book and a single little dot of amber. Well, that is a very, very simple thing to do, and obviously we've already discovered the those two Essentias. What were they? One of them was Primunio Instrumentum. Not super easy. Yeah, that's an easy one. We're going to do another add-on research today. It's Research Enchanting Galore. What was the other item here? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Damn it. I forgot. What is it? It's a book. Yeah, I would not have got that. Do I have any spare books? Probably down by my altar thing, but no, I'm just gonna... Let's just make some books here. Hopefully I've got some paper. Oh, whoa. Hello? It sounds like we had a little heartbeat thing there. Yeah, that's the 1 pixel of insanity doing its thing. Oh boy, and that's only going to get worse as we go here. Alright, so that's these 2 items. That is completely not these 2 items. I've started storing my V crystals in the workbench here because I was watching another YouTube video, in Thaumcraft, and I noticed that that's what that guy was doing, so I was like, huh, that's a good idea. And that is a large vehicle parking outside, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and grab this bad boy. Boom. Oh my gosh. Alrighty then, shit. My theory turned out to be correct, although it has a few fundamental differences from traditional enchanting. Look what that did over here, dude. Just... So we get protection, we get efficiency, and we get breaking from this, I guess. Let's see, my theory turned out to be correct, although it has a few fundamental differences from traditional enchanting. The most obvious is that it incorporates more materials related to the enchantment itself, which thankfully has the side effect of removing the need for experience. This process revolves around two specific items: books and amber. Oh wow, all the amber's finally going to have a use. Out of all enchantable materials, books have proven to be the best, able to take on any enchantment desired. Amber is also important, acting as a translator of sorts, allowing even mundane materials to play a role in the choice of enchantment. To this end, I've created the most basic enchantments, specifically, protection, efficiency, and unbreaking. Unbreaking is a really nice one. Efficiency is good for tools, and obviously protection is kind of the meta for armor, so basic is not really the word I would have used. Some of the most useful, practical enchantments are unlocked first here. This is actually kind of cool. We've got tool enchantments up here, fishing rod enchantments, basic weapons, advanced weapons, specialized weapon enchants. Ooh, basic bow, armor, advanced. I don't think you can get mending books this way. Let me just double check that. Mending or Frostwalker. Yeah, so you can have a mending book here, but I'm pressing the R key. Normally when you just left click, it gives you the recipe, but no, so there's no recipe for mending books. Okay. Well then. Let's see. So now we have the power to put efficiency and breaking and mending on our pickaxe of the core here, which are kind of the main tools that the main enchantments that you want, which is kind of nice. I mean, I suppose we want Silk Touch as well, but I should be able to get Silk Touch on here as well now, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm going to need the tool enchants here. Research, I suppose, for that, but for some reason I'm running down here to grab my Mending book. Bane of Arthropods Power 3. Which one do I want to use? I mean, this one's got Frostwalker and Mending on it. That's so bizarre. I think I'll just take this one, because seeing as it's a pickaxe, it'll only take the mending here. Alright, yeah, let's do this other research here, tool enchantments, just to get the rest of those. Oh no. The only tool enchantments I've yet to recreate are Silk Touch and Fortune. Fortune is likely related to some sort of gem, but Silk Touch is a bit trickier. Maybe those rare earths I've come across are related somehow. Maybe indeed. Looks like we need to go ahead and grab an emerald and a rare earth. I've got plenty of those. And I need to grab another Arcane Infusion Theory. Oh god. Shall I just bring you along for this research journey? You let me know, guys, if you want to see research cut from these episodes. Now, I guess I should ask about that. But yeah, we're kind of getting to that point. Let's see. Oh wow, we actually get lucky here and grab a measure right off the bat. Very cool. Let's start off with that. Let's see. These are all going to require me to hit away, so let's just grab Calibrate. Let's see, next up, any infusion here. This one I'm going to need. I could do this one, 1425. Yeah, this one's better value, I guess. And so I'm going to need Play Incantatio. Right, so I don't think I have actually any of this yet. So we can, this is actually a really good example here. I can show you sort of what I've been doing during the cuts here. So you just look up, you know, the Essentia and what it has a lot of it. Salis Mundus, probably the way to go here for this one. Okay, so you will take some of our Salis Mundus, break that down, and get a file of Essentia. Now, because the efficiency of the smeltery isn't 100%, it pays to take more than the absolute minimum item here. So what I mean is that Salis Mundus has 5 Praia Contatio inside of it, which means that if you had 2, then that's 10, right? So, and then we can get the file of Essentia of 10, But, you know, as I say, the efficiency isn't 100%, so it's a safe practice to take at least 3 there. And let's head topside. I guess I need to grab another... How am I doing for glass? I'm actually out of glass. Okay, I'll have to start using some of my other glass here to make some more jars. Yeah, so I've been storing my jars upstairs too. You guys we can take a look at that together here in a second. Now it's glass panes, isn't it, you numpty? There we go. So let's just make 2 of these. It's all good. There we go. Trying to do this as quickly as possible when I was off camera there. You know, you're able to take your sweet time. Let's get some fuel in here. 3. Count it. 3. Solis Mundus burned up. Beautiful. Let's get another Flux Rift going. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, like, I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen here if we're not too careful. So this chunk is already not looking too hot, but I don't see any Flux Rifts developing yet. So, we're safe for now. So that's all consumed down, and yeah, so we got just barely enough here for a file of Essentia doing that. And then the dregs I just drag up with this guy here. And then the Potentia, I believe I have a Potentia jar already. Yes, I've started storing all of my different Essentia types up here now. We've got plenty of Terra, got 3 jars of that bad boy. Yeah, so we've got a Potentia jar here already, so we'll just go ahead and fill the rest of that up. Awesome. And let's put down the Praecantatia. Welcome to the family. There's a lot of different Essentia types. That just saves on inventory space, and it kind of looks cool as well. It kind of brings back memories of the old TC4 base there, actually. Alright, so that is the file of Essentia. So, yeah, that's the sort of thing that I do, that I've been doing today for Arcane Infusion research. You've got to, you know, head up, you got to smelt something down, you got to bring it back here, and but blammo! And that's how you get one step in this place. Reject Artifice or Universal Theory. Actually, let's go, yeah, let's reject Artifice is probably the way to go. And next up, what do we got here? Exonomies. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go ahead and do Exonomies here. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do the rest of this off camera. Right, there that is. That did not take another 20-30 minutes. No. Didn't take that long. Okay, so we got that now. That should be what we need. Everything here. Oh, we just need some emeralds and let's jump on back on up on the thing that is going to drain our chunk and make another bloody Flux Rift here in a second, because holy shit, that did not take long. We're using the smeltery way too much today, just after the Flux Rift closed. Yep, that's Thaumcraft for you. I did not learn my lesson hard enough, apparently. Alright, so we need emerald, rare earth. Oh my god, I've got 45 of these. Wow, that's actually way more than I thought I had. I only thought I had like 7 of these. Okay, well, anyways, blammo. There we go. Success, fortune, and silk touch will make for excellent additions to my repertoire. I can say that word. Fortune can be created with emerald, and silk touch requires rare earths. As I suspected, as well as a couple of slime balls, strangely enough. Wait, what? Really? Okay, now this one just needs a bit of amber and emeraldes. Oh my god, that's pretty crazy. What about silk touch here? What's that guy? Okay, Winculum Instrumentum Essentia, 2 slime balls. I mean, I guess I have everything, it's just that I need to continue to use the smeltery. I'm sure nothing bad will happen from that. And then, yeah, 100 Desiderium Essentia. Rip Lucrum. This used to be called Lucrum Essentia back in the day. Back in my day, we called it Lucrum Essentia. Well, I think that's enough for today's episode. So come back next time, guys, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves the super pickaxe of the core. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I hope you guys are keeping an eye on the roof of my tower for me to make sure that no Flux Rift spawned. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.